Hello and welcome back. Today is day number 27 of the Strength and Grace Challenge. Today we have a very special practice. Grace, giving ourselves grace, giving ourselves the practice of slowing down our breath, slowing down our bodies in order to tune in and create the internal recognition of what deep quality rest really is. So for so many of us, this is truly a practice. We can lay down and not feel like you're rested at all. But when you allow yourself these practices, really intentional practices of deep quality rest, your rest gives you more life. Let's begin. Make sure you've got a bolster or something similar. A bolster, stiff pillow, couch cushion, a couple blocks, and a blanket. Ready? Okay. So we're going to start with the blanket. And I love this one. This is a heart opener. It's very gentle. I'm going to bring my blanket open to a quarter fold. I do love these yoga blankets because they are a little on the firmer side. But whatever you have, take it, roll it across. If this feels like it is too thick, and you'll know when you get in to try to practice, just simply fold it a different way or unroll it a little bit so it's not as big of a curve. Come onto your back. And as you slide down, your arms are going to be on the upper side of it. Okay. So as you slide down, that bolster lands right around the middle of your back, middle upper back. And just make sure that when your arms come down to the floor, that the shoulders are relaxed, that the shoulders aren't feeling like they're bunching up, trying to create space for the blanket. Make space for the blanket by adjusting your body, okay? Coming all the way down. I have been practicing this shape for a while now, and it has been so helpful after I've been sitting at the desk, after I've taken a long walk, just to help encourage this upper torso to open, to help us stand up straight, help us release some of the tension that falls down along through our neck. And then once you feel like you've landed in a spot that you can be in without gripping, feel free to stretch your legs out. Take this natural breath in and out. Noticing where you might be holding, as long as there's not pain or pinching, start to cultivate a deeper breath. So a little bit lengthier inhale. And an ever-increasing release of your exhale. Restorative practices are simply intended to be just that, restorative. Helps to replenish your energy. And make space for your shoulders, your back to open up. For peace to settle in, for freedom. See if you can bring some breath into the space below your navel. Slowly let the navel sink back down towards the spine. Accepting the floor's invitation to hold you. Another couple breaths here. Slowly start to bend one knee, then the other. Being mindful of this arch in the upper back. Roll onto your favorite side. Slow, steady. Simply let your knees fall. And let your opposite arm come along. Gently press into the floor and lift up to a seat. Trying your best to stay within the calmness that you've brought into your practice. We're going to take that same blanket and fold it in a way. We're going to come into a side lying shape. Fold it in a way that's going to gently cushion between the bottom leg and the top leg. So there. When that's comfortable, slide right back down. If you don't have another blanket to support your head, feel free to lengthen your arm out and rest your head on your arm. Taking this simplified variation of side lying, you might be perfectly content to allow your arm to rest on your hip. Or you could draw that bolster in closer to you. Give that bolster a nice little hug. doing your very best to find some stillness here. Gently pressing down into the floor to come on up. Staying as calm and quiet as you can. Internally, grab your blocks. I'm going to move around to the third and final resting shape of today's practice. Set 2 blocks up at the end of your mat, and they can be any height that makes most sense for you. You'll set your bolster on top. The only thing you want to make sure is just test it for some steadiness. Good. And when you lie down, if your lower leg, when it rests on top of the bolster, if you're finding yourself where your toes are sticking way up in the air, just lower the blocks down. We want your legs to be able to rest a little more parallel. And the blanket, once again, has another purpose. Fold it up. And then if you've got a blanket like this and you've got some, the open end, the edges, just tuck these little corners in. Tuck those little corners in so you've got a little bit of a cradle for your head. Then lie down. Rest the backs of your lower legs on that bolster. Support your head in your blanket. With a big exhale, let your arms flop down to wherever it feels most natural. Maybe close to your body, maybe away from your body. Soften a little bit more through your face. Relax your toes. Soften that little space, the hollow of the throat. You might decide you want to stay right here for longer. Feel free. I'll share a quick little story with you. I fought restorative yoga. I thought it was something that was going to be easy. Little did I know that it was actually quite challenging. It exposed the parts of me that weren't used to being able to relax, that weren't used to nourishing myself in this sort of way. My first yoga class, that was a restorative yoga class, was 75 minutes long, and someone else took care of me, and I left with graceful and grateful tears on my face. I hope you save this one. It is like the cherry on top in my eyes. Stay for as long as you want. Peace, love, and gratitude. I will see you again tomorrow for day number 28. Namaste.